pair of slippers, I think probably in MoMA or something in New York when I was at the toy fair many years ago. They've got a nice little name here. Let's get into focus. NiteMates. And the point about them is that they light up, and that's what I'm looking at the moment with this darkened room in order to make things. And to make them light up, you don't need to bend down to push the switches at the end. You just put one foot in front of the other and push, and now it lights up. And then to do the other one, you just reverse your feet and have toe to heel, but on the other way. This time, this toe is going to push onto that heel. Push it on. There we've got them two, and now you can paddle your way to the bathroom in the middle of the night if you want to. They light up very nicely. This is all pre-LEDs, incidentally. This is all little incandescent torchlights, the old filament one, which is great fun to do. So I've got to look a little more carefully when I'm having to replace the bulbs. But nice mechanism. Just push like that. That's on. That's on, and that's off. And the other one is on and then off. So when you've got back to bed, this is what you do. You just turn them off like that without having to bend down. It's too much effort, isn't it? So nice one. I have to say I've never actually used them, but it's one of those that sits in the 1993 case, I think it is, best of, and very nicely made, incidentally. They're a superb quality one, so perhaps I'll have a go. And have a go with that turning on and off the light. I like the idea of it. There's another one which is a lighting up one, which is extraordinary. This is a deck shoe, which I use when I'm on a launch, and you'll see if you go on our community page for this lot, you'll see what fun we had with it. But this is for doing it in the dark, actually, because these are not electroluminescence. This is simply fibre optic. There's the guts of the thing. That's got the battery inside. When you turn it on like that, I've got to hold it like that, it lights up a bright green and flashes. So on modes which I hadn't yet discovered how to do, which does steady or slow or fast flash. But the other thing is you've got to actually cut this into the right size for your shoes. So I should have had to cut off here and cut off here in order to finish off with this little battery which sits on the top of the loops at the top of the lace holes there, and then it's ready to use. One of my friends said you should also, if you're going to be doing night cruising, have a green one for the left foot and a red flashing one for the right foot, port and starboard. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? It works very nicely, and it's just literally, I did think it was electroluminescence, but it's actually inside that is a very strong LED light, and it's been lit up by fibre optics. Let's put this back again. The mechanism for holding this is a nice one because it reminds me of how they hold on to hose pipes. You've got three little pieces that are pushed together, and when you screw it on, it clamps them very nicely and holds that. I'll see if I can get a set of red ones as well, because it'd be fun to have that, wouldn't it? So shoelaces, and it comes from a company which they call themselves Flare. No, they're flash laces. That's right, flash laces. And they're showing up what it would be like with red pairs as well. So that was a nice one. I'm pleased to have that. Here's another funny thing which I have used occasionally, actually, because it's so helpful. It's a light up pair of scissors, nice ones, and it's got all the stuff here in it because it's got batteries inside it, but it's got a laser, would you believe? Let me just show you the effect on a sheet of paper. Can you see the laser lights? Look at that, extraordinary. So I'll have a go at just cutting a little bit of this to size to see if it'll work. Long here if I cut. And I'm just following the light. It's beautiful. Perfect, isn't it? Very nicely done. I've seen them sometimes on guillotines and cutters as well to get the light on, and it's very, very helpful for that as well, but I've never seen it on scissors before, so I'm very pleased to have that. The last item to show is a bit of a nonsense thing which I picked up many years ago, and I've never put it together. Here we are. It's starting to show. What on earth is this for? Makes a horrible noise and flashes. Well, this actually is part of a very, very large toy which you have to assemble yourself, and it's a very, very large hula hoop. All I've made up so far is those sections, but there's a whole lot more to actually make a complete circle, put it around your waist, and start swinging away. And the fun for kids, of course, is doing this either in the twilight or in the summer night when that silly thing will come on and start making silly noises. It won't, of course. Anyway, you saw it at the beginning, so it's a fun. The sections all come apart like that, and then fit together very nicely. Oh, there we are. Let's trying to do it again. So, a hula hoop which lights up makes a bit of a noise too. I could do without the noise if I'll find a way of not silencing it, but whisperizing it, because it's a bit raucous. I don't like that. But I like the idea of a flashing hula hoop. I think it's a nice one. Might get to do some good exercise for me, wouldn't it?